we gotta stop singing the songs because YouTube picks up on them.
What? We're that in tune?
They get everything. They Shazam us, dude. They're just like
we're so good at replicating the original artist that we get flagged for copyright.
You're telling us Europe is coming after us?
Oh yeah,
dude.
Covering Final Countdown
for sure.
Everybody
for sure.
This Power Hour is probably pre-recorded if you're listening to this at any time, and this is because we said we got fucking life. This is busy fucking month and a bit for us. So this is so you guys. All you freeloaders that aren't helping us on Patreon, can continually enjoy some ATT content week in, week out. Little lighter tonight. There's a new show. Listen, there's a new show on the block. Ancient Aliens better move the fuck over.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, because it's time to cowboy out.
It's not really new. I think Brayden and I talked about UFO Cowboys a little bit on other Patreon stuff, but came across this show a couple months ago. I didn't watch any of it. I guess it came out last year. Yeah.
Disclaimer before you watch it on yourself, brother.
Yeah. Get
ready to enter the gates of hell.
It's a wonderful show. It takes place this is a real show. And it is 100% real. I'm totally believing. No, it is 100% real. You can't fake the amount of cowboy that these guys have. Cowboys
doesn't matter that any of these cowboys have IMDb fucking records longer than mine. No. All right.
Right? Listen, that just happens. They're all playing themselves.
So did John Wayne. I mean, come on.
Yeah, John Wayne's not a real cowboy. He's also dead.
How dare you?
Man, I've only watched episode 1 of it so far, but what I watched is amazing. When the episode starts and it flashes across the screen, we got Jeff, he's the leader. Parker, he's the tracker. Aura, military expert. Hadley, he's the greenhorn. Guy's a piece of shit. Yeah. Josh, the survivalist. Caleb, the livestock expert.
Why is he a piece of shit?
He's the greenhorn. He doesn't know anything.
Caleb's the wild card for sure.
The livestock expert?
Yeah, he's the wild card. He's got the flow.
I 100% love the theme song. That just wonderful cowboy butt rock. Oh, yeah, it gets stuck in my head. And, so the title of the title of the song is "Meet Me in the Shadows" by the artist Last American Cowboy.
That's a great band name.
And
that's a great.
They have another hit song, which is also featured on Guess Where?
UFO Cowboys.
Honky Tonk fucking hits number 75.
Mountain Monsters.
Oh shit!
The other TV show, which is made by the same producers.
Honestly, if you like aliens and you like Yellowstone, this is right up your fucking alley.
And
man.
The other thing is, if you're like us and you watch, you got hooked into Curse of Oak Island, you got hooked into the Hunt for Skinwalker Ranch, and like your biggest gripe is you're like, God damn, I
doesn't have enough cowboys.
Yeah, one.
These shows aren't real enough. These shows aren't real enough.
They're a little serious lack of cowboys.
And nobody's wearing Wranglers.
At the end of every episode, there's a cliffhanger, and you're like, they don't really find out much. Well, this shows the answer to that because it's got like 10 times the amount of cowboys. And in episode 1, they find more shit in episode 1 than all of Curse of Oak Island and Hunt for Skinwalker Ranch combined. They
find the gates of hell seasons. Underneath a fucking sheet. And it's so uneventful. They don't even mention it for the rest of the episode.
Literally, hold on, let's pray. There's a hot first off, this is one of the guys allegedly owns this property. This is his property. This is his old barn.
Oh, it's got to be the old guy, right?
No, I
thought that they talked to other guy. The guy who owns it his name is Steve.
Yeah, no, he's not part of the cowboy crew.
He's not part of the.
That's not Steve.
The cowboy crew is. They are known as the collectively. They are known as the Cowboy Skywatchers.
And I thought it was Cowboy Skywalkers. I was like, that's fucking dope.
And apparently it is. This group, has. There was a need for this group to come together because out in cattle country, in the deep west, the Wild West, there's more UFO and paranormal activity that goes unaccounted for.
You couldn't imagine.
Cattle mutilations.
Which are like the American West. And I'm like, that is a huge piece of land. And they're like, there's more paranormal activity in the American West than anywhere else in the United States. I'm like, that's like half the United States. I'm like, of course it would be more than anywhere in the United States.
I like how at the first shot of these guys, they're up on a ridge, on horseback, on a ridge. And they're like, fucking, one guy like spits and he goes like, right here. There's more UFO sightings than anywhere else.
In the first episode, not only do we get a UFO's hotspot, not only do we get possible Tyrannosaurus Rex footprints, not only
I forgot about that.
That's right.
Not only do we get the footprints, not only do we get the gates of hell, not only do we get a haunted barn, but we get the greatest cast and crew ever assembled for any show, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty much.
It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, their leader, Jeff Sailors, has been rodeoing, I guess, not even rodeoing. He's been a rangehand for like 40 years or something. They start off with like a whole like montage of like photos of him and whatever. And it's like, that dude has had a beard. That guy was born with an awesome beard. I feel like
he's been branded for sure.
Again, yeah, he's the old hand on there. Like, it's great.
Dude, I hope during this series that there is a Yellowstone type branding session and he has to brand his fellow members into the group.
Oh, that might actually happen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And so each of them, he's got the team leader role. Caleb Summers is the next person who Caleb does a lot of talking throughout the series and stuff. He kind of covers most of stuff.
His role we have with the best accent's got to talk the most. We got to sell this.
His official role, though, title of the team is livestock expert
/ wild card. He's the fucking wild card.
Wild card.
For sure.
It's like, I was like, wait, so like, did you guys send a call for livestock expert? Like, I know it's like, okay, we're rolling in like the cattle mutilation. So we need a livestock expert. Like, wouldn't you want to get like a vet?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe like a veterinarian?
No.
You don't want any to learn it.
Just livestock expert.
Definitely chicken tracks.
There's the two guys. There's Parker Howell and Josh Tyler,
Parker Howell is a Cherokee who's a master tracker. And there's only for the first 25 minutes of the show, there's only shots from his high chest up. And I'm like, this dude is yoked. Holy shit. And then like 15 minutes in, they do like a shot of him just waist up on a horse. And I'm like, holy shit, he's got a huge ass gut. That was surprising. I thought he was jacked.
It's a cowboy.
And then it like 5 minutes later shows a shot of him walking. I'm like, that motherfucker from the neck down just gets wider. It's unbelievable. You've never seen anyone.
He's wearing he's wearing like a shirt.
Well, hey, listen.
All his shirts are like Las Vegas lounge singer attire shirts. Like,
what is that shirt from? The shirt place from fucking I Think You Should Leave.
Oh, fuck yeah. You don't understand.
Yeah, Tommy's two-tone shirt. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, so good. But hey, listen, that's just you with a beard, though, right? For the podcast, same shit. You got to frame the face.
Dan Flashes.
Yeah, Dan Flash. That's right.
Yeah, it looks like this guy shops at Dan Flashes.
Definitely shops at Dan Flashes.
Parker is the expert tracker, and then there's Josh Tyler, who is his official title is a survivalist, which I feel like that's like an overlap of like, I feel like
I can't stand these guys with their two first names for their full. I can't do it. Josh Tyler, fuck off, Josh Tyler.
I feel like every cowboy is by nature a survivalist.
Yeah.
I feel like isn't that just like in the job description of cowboy? Isn't that in there? I don't know.
You live you got cows, you're tracking them out to the pasture. Sometimes you got to set up shop for a couple weeks out there. You're living in the fucking bush.
I
feel like, and also like, aren't they like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm actually surprised that their job titles like don't like change throughout the, like I watched a couple episodes and it's like, I feel like it was one of those shows where they would just like constantly change. There's to be like, oh, like this expert, just depending on what they're talking about. It would just put that they didn't, they maintain
their
those,
first
those
thing
roles.
is when they're sitting on this ridge and they're like talking about like, this is the most UFO encounters. I can't remember which one it is. He just goes like, I seen to UFO. And then he goes, it was brilliant, circling lights. And he goes, it's just over there. You guys want to see? And they're like, I guess. And they turn and ride like 2 feet to the most incredible fucking like UFO liftoff pad you've ever seen. The thing left a fucking crater, like a 12-foot crater in the ground. And they do an aerial shot and you're like, this is the most unbelievable find in history.
Didn't they say too when they're describing the craft, like it didn't have 8 sides? It had 9 sides.
He's like, it had like 7 sides, so it wasn't an octagon.
7 or something. I was like, okay, it's pretty detailed. You really had time to count.
And then they're like, wouldn't you know it, 200 miles south was a famous Lonnie Zamora case where this same crater was found.
It was only 200 miles south. And I'm like, only 200
Yeah, but it's all
miles?
flat. So it's not, you know, you can probably see it happen from there.
Yeah.
That's only 100 miles as the crow flies.
But there, I can't remember which guy it was, but when they're investigating the crater, he's like, see these lines out here? You guys know when like a tree gets struck by lightning and it leaves those lines? And they went, yeah. And then they didn't say anything more about it. So I quickly Googled lightning strike on Earth, and it looks the same.
Dude, if that is lightning,
the crater, not so much the crater. I didn't find anyone with the crater that deep, but there was one.
You're talking about the tree.
Yeah. No, actual like when a lightning strikes like a field.
Oh, right.
So there is like usually a small crater, and it has like those branches, like where it like vaporizes the soil. Yeah. So it kind of had that look to it.
Now, if this was a TV show of any other caliber, you had Travis Taylor out here. The rest of the season is dedicated to analyzing this dirt, and all these guys do is like one of them like kicks the rocks, and he goes, "Incredible," and then they just walk away from it, and that's it. No more crater.
No, because they need to get their stuff together. Aura Brown, former military. Other part of the squad.
Token black guy.
Black guy.
He even makes the joke.
He makes the joke.
Dude, he does make the joke. And then the funny thing is like when they shoot them originally, like in the lineup, like Aura Brown, I felt like they made him like stand back a little bit because when he stands next to those guys, he's like a full head taller than everybody else. He is huge. And plus his fucking huge ass hat.
They don't want everybody to get too attached because if somebody's going to die.
It's him.
It's always.
He makes that joke.
He makes a joke. They're walking through the long grass and they all got like do they have guns? Do they have guns?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they all got fucking 6 shooters.
They got
fucking 6 shooters.
And literally every cutscene in that show.
Huckleberry.
They're like, hey, let's go look at the crater. And he's like, you better cock that hammer back. And he's like, all right.
No, he said, actually,
they've all got their Colts.
I marked it down. I wrote it down in my notes. What he said, keep that gun cocked. And he's walking around with the pistol, like not like aiming, just like kind of at his hip. Yeah, just like in case, ready to draw.
And it's like, and they're carrying like fucking revolvers, like, and just like I don't know, like double barrel shotguns.
Still, we gotta come back to this because the best part of the because if you want to lay in the hooks deep in the first episode, they did it by giving you everything paranormal that could ever happen in the world in one episode, but they don't talk about really anything because when they walk away from the crater, next thing you know, they legit find a T-Rex footprint. It's huge.
Well, when they're out there, searching around, they're like, "What is this?"
They figure the crater scared the cattle off, so they're going to try to find the cattle, and they're like, "A lot of mutilated cattle."
Right.
Wait a sec. We got T-Rex tracks. That's what's mutilating all the fucking cattle.
What? The best part is
back in time. There's got a live fucking.
It's a time portal.
That's what I'm saying. This is the gates of hell. T-Rexes are coming from hell.
They even asked like the ranch owner, like, "Have you ever seen anything like this?" He goes, "Only a turkey, but never this big."
So it's a raptor then.
It's like what the fuck?
And this thing is like bigger than your hand big. Like you're like that.
It's huge. Yeah. It was like 2 feet across, like a massive footprint.
You're like, what the fuck is making that? There's no turkeys.
And they're like, okay, so we got to check out this crater. We've got to search for the disappearing cows. So the best time to do this is at fucking night, like midnight. That's the best time to do this shit, right?
We're like 8 minutes into the episode. They're like, we better come back at night. You're like, what is happening? For what?
It's like that crater will still be there.
You're looking for cattle. It's going to be harder to find at night, right? I would think so.
Aura had to go get his fucking Geiger counter, and then he comes back with him and Hadley are dispatched to go team up and go to check out the Geiger. Like Aura takes out the Geiger counter, and Hadley's like, "What's that?" He's like, "It's a Geiger counter." He's like, "Geiger counter? What's that?" And like, the fuck,
nothing else.
And he explains to him like what a Geiger counter is. Like,
I don't like your.
Interesting.
This is some city.
Don't know what a Geiger counter is. But it's like, and then they fuck, and it's what is it? No, Jeff is like, he's like, yeah, Steve told me something about this ranch, and he said when the sun goes down, the demons come out. That is legit as what he said, word for word. It's what he fucking said.
And then later in the episode, they stumble into the barn, and as soon as he walks into the barn, he just goes, as soon as I walked into that barn, I felt something was wrong.
Like, I felt it in my bones.
That's it.
And then the black guy's like, sure that ain't your arthritis? Yeah. like, hilarious.
And then he's like, might be my arthritis.
Yeah.
Fucking so stupid.
I like. Oh, they did change Jeff's role like towards the end of the episode. Like they put him as Jeff ET expert.
Well, he's the leader of the Skywatchers. So,
but it's like they say ET expert. So it's like, but he's never had.
He's watched the movie about 400 times. Okay, Dan.
The movie.
No,
he knows it off by heart.
I love Spielberg.
I can repeat every line verbatim. Yeah.
It's like Drew Barrymore was amazing in that movie.
He knows all the trivia.
But yeah, they're like, oh, this barn is evil. Like, and it's just an abandoned barn that's been like sitting there forever, I guess, like on that property. And it's like, you never like tore it down or you just left it in there.
And we're kind of talking, the way we're talking about it, it's like, it seems disjointed. The show is disjointed. Like it's like 2 minutes and then it's like 2 minutes over here. And you're like, what? Wait, go back to what's happening at the barn.
So I mean,
well, that's why they put the warning.
It's great for the ADD.
They're getting the hooks in everyone. They're trying to cover every avenue of the genre. So like, if you're a UFO guy, they get you with the UFO. They hook you in. You're like a Bigfoot cryptid guy. They get the footprint. They get you in.
Yeah,
you're a demonic supernatural fan. Boom! They got it for you.
They've got the VH1 pop-up video paranormal stuff on the bottom.
I love
They've got the switch out to like the UFO, like this happened in 1966, blah blah blah, and they have all that. It's amazing. You've got, what was it? It was like Hadley, and so they send Hadley, Caleb, and Aura out into the field to start going looking for something. I
honestly. I thought they were looking for the cattle.
Oh, they were looking for the cattle. Yeah, they tracked the cattle that way.
Yeah, but then they're just like, "There's something in this field. I hear it." And they're like, "Well, you listening?" And Aura's like, "I didn't hear nothing."
And then all of a sudden, you get Hadley. Fucking Hadley, like fucking gets yeeted like across the field.
They take off their fucking. They tie up the horses. And then they go marching into this field, and they're looking around. They're like, "Oh, here, you hear something? I heard something too. It's over there. It's over here." And then one of them just gets paranormally fucking yeeted, like 6 feet,
fucking force pulled.
And they all go. Ah! Everyone freaks out except the cameraman, who is just like remains perfectly. He got the money shot.
In the second episode, like they open up with that, like that's the cliffhanger, and then the second episode with that, and it's like Caleb and running around like, he got pulled over here. Where are we? And he like turns the camera. Where are we? Do you know where we are? I'm like, how do you guys not know where you are? You like walk straight out into the field.
Because you chose to do this at night, for fuck's sake.
I was like, why? I was like, well, I don't know why he was having a meltdown. I was like, which one of you is a master tracker? Why are you having a meltdown?
Yeah,
you're okay. He's like on the radio. He's like, we need assistance out here. There's something out here.
And they're like, send Josh. And they send Josh like by himself. And I'm like, dude, buddy system. Come on, at least like we're gonna send Josh. What the fuck is Josh gonna do? They've all got guns. I don't even think Josh has a gun. Like, survivalist Josh going there with his Bowie knife.
He's ripping on a quad, and then he just sees one of their horses just go running, and he's like, "Oh no!"
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they get there, they meet the other guys in the field. They're like, "Where's our horse?" He's like, "I saw one of your horses," and the guy's like, "No, my horse, my mare."
Caleb's like, "Oh my god, Caleb!" It's like, "Oh my god, that was Dixie," and I don't know. And I was like, Dixie's Midnight Runner. I was like, why didn't anybody make that joke? Like, it was like fucking funny. I was just like, nobody made that joke.
So like, as this is happening, the other guys are like, the other three that are probably like, we're gonna explode this paranormal barn. And they're standing outside, and they're like, "There's a light in the barn." So they go running, and then there's no light in the barn. And they're like,
but they're like in there, and Jeff's like, it's like this barn is evil in here, and it's like, oh, there's axes and chains. I was like, it's like a medieval torture dungeon in here, like
full of fucking.
It's a normal
equipment you'd use on a farm.
Yeah, there was not one out of place farm tool.
There's
I thought
a tractor over there.
Yeah. That tractor was 100% used to mow down slaves.
That's a haunted rototiller right over there.
It's bizarre. And yeah, that's when we get we just stepped through.
Well, no. There's a door, and this door is chained shut, and they unlatch the chain. This is the best part, I thought. They unlatch the chain, and the door's a push open. So they, like, whatever's in this room is not coming out because it's chained shut from the outside. So they open the door and they go, who's in there? And they got their guns out and they kick the door open. And I'm like, well, you unchained no one's in there. You unchained the fucking door. Like, it's
unless they lock somebody in there though.
So they open it, there's no one in there. And that's when they step through this door, that's when he's like, we just stepped through the gates of hell. And
that's when they're like, what's under there?
He's
what's
like, is that a body? What's under there? Is that a body? And the fucking Jeff peels it up. We can't
the old
see.
Guy
And he
just
goes,
runs away.
Yeah, and he just goes, "Oh my god,
we gotta get out of here!"
He goes, "Oh my god, I haven't seen
this in years."
Yeah, and he's like, "Let's go.
We gotta get out of here." No time to
They
explain.
walk out of the barn, and he goes, "We gotta help them get Dixie," and they leave.
Yeah,
no mention of what. Just they had a.
There's no time. They have to find Dixie. There's no time for her to explain what's going on.
It was unbelievable. I was like, what in the fuck? And I watched episode 2, and there is no even callback to that. Like, they're just like, I was unbelievable.
And then you had you got them out there in the woods. Like, it's like 2 a.m. is according to like the timestamp or whatever they put on there. And it's like they're walking around the woods looking for Dixie, and it's like Caleb, Hadley, and Aura. And then they're like, what's that over there? And then it turns into like fucking they find like a perfectly clean coyote skull. It's a coyote skull. And then now it's like Coyote CSI, and they're like, how did it die? And I'm like,
he goes and he pulls a piece of it, and it just kind of falls apart, and he's like, oh, it's been dead for a while. I was like, oh,
his eyes been really like, and he's like putting the pieces back together. Like, he's like and he's like, oh no, it's over here dead with that looks like a goat kid skull or something. I've never seen a predator with its prey before. And they're like, he's like holding the skulls up and just
must all slop. I was just like, it's honestly, like, I didn't know. I was telling Dan before, and I told Andrew, I didn't know when we were pitching TV shows, we could pitch something like this. Right? Where I'd be like, this is.
Well, no, listen, like, let's pitch something now. Now we know you got to take something manly and mix in UFOs. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Or cryptids.
Well, yeah, but that's under the umbrella. Yeah. UFOs are the big catch, and then everything else is underneath it.
That's the thing. No, we're going to start a show. It's going to be called Haunted Construction.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I told the boys. UFOs and construction workers.
Dude, no, I got it.
UFO contractors.
Yes, that's great. I like it. There's more unearthed Native American burial grounds on contractor sites than anywhere in the West. Yo, boss, I just dug this hole. What is this bone? Oh, I ain't never seen a bone like that.
Every time someone like knocks in the first shovelful, there's something in there.
Is that
as soon as I put that shovel in the ground, I knew something was wrong.
Oh, boys, we could hit everything because there's like, there's the native burial grounds. Could be a dead body. Could be a fucking. You know what I mean?
We got to go
shit.
We got to go renovate Riverside Hospital, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. Yeah. We've been called in to do the renos on the.
No, you tie in the whole like the what is it, like the home beautification stuff. Like you pull in like the HGTV stuff, and you turn into like renovating this house into like also UFO things. Like, this is your
How
house.
long would it take you to get your electrical ticket?
Right? Yeah, it's good.
Right? We've got the finisher. Zell's the finisher. Braden's the framer. You could be the Sparky. I'll be the medical guy. Just sitting in a fucking trailer the whole time.
We got to call out medical expert Andrew.
I'll be the safety guy.
The site safety. You got to take a look. I got my AED out here, boys.
This would sell.
I got to make sure you guys are wearing your PPE.
No, it's like it.
Yeah. Ocean.
And then we're like we've been haunted or listed. We go in. These people didn't know their house was haunted, but since we're in here doing the renos, we're
trademarking all these fucking ideas too. Whoever's listening.
It's all copyrighted. We put it out first. It's our idea.
It's our idea.
Dude, we could do, And the great part is we could do all the renos on our own houses first, right?
I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to check if I still have that guy's phone number. Yeah, John, the producer. There he is. 626 California number.
Listen, shoot him an email. Be like, listen, I know it's been a while, but listen, we just watched UFO Cowboys and we got an idea.
We have an idea finally.
UFO Contractors, right? We go into houses. We're doing the renos. It's haunted. We got to get rid of the spirits, the ghosts, the UFOs. And
anytime something goes wrong in the construction process, it's because it was haunted.
Paranormally activated.
Yeah. Oh my God! Someone ordered.
This is gonna cost you an extra $3,000 right here. Like we got to get this. We got to get this properly blessed.
There's always a priest who comes in.
We're gonna have to install special abduction proof skylights here, so you don't get sucked up by alien spaceships.
No, but we don't stop at we don't stop at like Christian. We do all the supernatural creatures from all religions. So we got to bring in
proof your house.
We got to bring in all different religions. Got to bring in for depending on the house, depending on the problem.
We got to use special triple pane windows so they can't teleport into your house. Like keep them out that way.
God damn it! We ordered 10 meters too much concrete again. That poltergeist must be following us site to site.
I thought it was really funny when they're looking for the horse. Like the way that they track the horse down, it's like somebody sees it on their fucking doorbell camera. Like they're like a local rancher. They're like, we got this video from a local rancher, blah, and like comes and shows them like the next day. Is like, yeah, I think that's your horse. And I'm like, yeah, you think it's just a riderless horse, just like patting out around.
Well, like you're the fucking master trackers, and they're using drones to track down the horses. I was like, oh yeah.
Or I had to call in some favors, like to get a drone guy out there and fucking. Yeah. We gotta find him, and he's calling him on the radio, and he's like, "Is that her? Is that her?" I'm like, "Is that her? The only horse that you've been looking for the last 5 minutes, and you've seen?" Like,
yeah, man, we could be on fucking late night TLC with this show. We're hitting two different groups, right?
And then it's their decision to be able to come up with if it's satire or not.
Yeah. Let's get into that. Let's get into that because I'm like, all these guys are they're playing themselves. It's a reality TV show.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I'm watching the first episode and I'm 5 minutes in, I'm doing the old like
5 minutes in, as soon as I saw the opening things, I messaged you guys like, is this real? Like,
is this satire?
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't actually know. Like, I'm like, because I'm like, it's so good. It's so good if it's satire. Like, it's phenomenal.
This show is produced by the same team, like the same people who did Mountain Monsters, and Mountain Monsters is like unintentionally. I don't know if it's unintentionally brilliant or not, because there is this weird thing where you're like, you start watching it and you start off like, okay, questioning, you're like, is this real or not? And then you're like, oh, okay, like, no, this isn't real. Is it supposed to be, we're supposed to assume that it's real and then they're actually scripting it? Like, oh, like they're trying to trick us? Or is it like, no, it's unintentional. It's intentionally made like that? Because there was a show a long time ago that was called like Lizard Like Towing. And when I watched, it used to be on like
I remember
TV
Lizard
or
Towing,
some shit. And it was like, and I thought that was real for a while. Like I watched a bunch of that show and I thought it was like, guys, but it's like, it's some of it's scripted, some of it's real, some of it's scripted. And you're like, okay. But like this show, Mountain Monsters, UFO Cowboys. It's like, yeah, you watch this and you're like, are they insulting my intelligence? Are they trying to make me? Do they think that I think this is real? That would be insane. I'd be an idiot to think this was real. And then you're like, well, like, I don't know. I'm watching this, and then you're like, well, if it's just not real and you just don't take it seriously, like this is actually kind of
it's
fun.
UFO
like,
entertainment,
actually kind of whatever. And then it gets
conspiratainment is what it is.
Like I said,
it's conspiratainment.
I got like, there is a point where it's like in the first couple episodes, like 3 episodes, it's like it kind of like could be real. Like it kind of, you're like, okay, whatever. There's a point. There's a definite point. No. There's
We're rather would a group of people just hang out.
No. I'm saying
and who's bankrolling them? Like none of this makes sense. Like who's paying the fucking Sky Watchers?
But there's a point, like in one of the things that like brilliantly, the show almost like jumps the shark, and it jumps into a level that you're like, oh, okay, right. And then this is 100%. This has to be 100%, of course. But then then at that point, it's just like a drama show or something. Like I don't know what it is. You like Andrew said, maybe it's UFO entertainment, but it gets to a point you're like, episode 4 ended on a cliffhanger, and I've like on my notes, it just said, he's naked. And I'm like, okay, I'm sold. I'm gonna watch the rest of this fucking show because it's fucking gonna real crazy. It's just really great.
Why are they gonna show the nudity?
Like, it's just a bizarre story. It's like a bizarre story. It's like even just like watching it, and they're like, Jeff comes in there when he's like, after he doesn't explain what was under that tarp until I think like the third episode, like halfway through the third episode, which is 20.
What's under the tarp?
Not spoil it.
Spoil it. I want to know.
Oh, spoil it. So underneath the tarp, they lift it up, and he's like, it was a mummified hog. But the thing is, that hog had a symbol marking on its forehead, which Jeff had seen before during a series of buffalo mutilations on a ranch that he used to work on. And they had like they had something like $30,000 or something dollars worth of these buffalo being mutilated and then being marked with this mysterious triangle symbol. And then the triangle symbol is the same one that he saw on the fucking head of the boar. Okay. And so you're like, oh, fuck.
They're setting it up.
I know.
There's some sort of so serial hog like, killer.
I kind of want to know. Like, I want to know what's going on.
Like, I hope this show gets real crazy season 2. Like, they get abducted. You know,
I'm pretty sure it's gotten greenlit for season 2. Like it's good for season 2. I'm not all the. I don't know how many episodes. Is it 6 episodes? I can't remember how many. There's not that many.
I hope there's like a Travis Walton incident where like they're all out in the field, and then they like one guy goes to approach and he gets taken, and they all run away. And then 5 days later, he gets dropped off. Yeah,
then you got
5 seasons later.
5 days later. No, 5 days later, 500 miles away. He's dropped off.
Yeah, we're still looking 3 months for Jeff.
Worth of beer.
That's literally what happens in the third episode.
Really?
What?
I'm not even serious. It's literally what happens third episode.
Oh my god.
Someone gets abducted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Apparently.
This is amazing. Okay, well, I've only watched one, so
I just like, we got to pitch UFO Contractors. We'll all be a fucking walking onto the site out of the bathroom. That's how it opens. All of us wearing Carhartt.
Out of the porta potty.
Yeah, out of the blue houses, all beside each other.
That just construction,
and the whole time in the show, we all have perfectly brand new clothes and gear. It's never been used.
Oh yeah,
pristine. The show brought to you by Car.
Like comically tiny belts. I'm Braden, the framing expert, and I have the tiniest little pouch with the tiniest little framing hammer, like you would get from like a dollar store for one of the hanging kits. I'm like, I'm the framing expert, and I've seen while I'm on roofs putting together trusses, I have my eyes glued to the skies, and that's where I've seen the most UFOs.
I'd be like, wouldn't you just want to be looking down if you're framing a roof? Make sure that you don't.
No, Dan. No.
And then the joke is that like whenever we're actually building something, anyone watching who has any experience would be like, yo, they're doing that completely
wrong.
Holy, what is going on there? We're about to pour this concrete pad, and it's just literally like fucking a 2x10 square, no rebar, no anything. It's like 100 feet long.
It's such a weird genre of TV like that I've seen. Like I know because you have other shows like say like Ghost Adventures, right? Or like what was it? No, what was before Ghost Adventures? What was the other one? Ghost Hunters. Was it Ghost Hunters? Ghost Hunters, the original one, where it was like nothing ever happened, right? It was like you watch that show and you're like, they hardly ever find ghosts, or they always explain it out and whatever. Then you had Ghost Adventures with fucking Zach Baggins, and stuff
always happens or like always happens or what. Fucking Zach Baggins got possessed and he's now like a medium. I don't know. Like it went somewhere, right? Like it happens. You have your other shows like Oak Island and like, you know, Mystery of Oak Island and Skinwalker Ranch to some extent, whatever. But these ones like Mountain Monsters and UFO Cowboys, like I feel like there's not other ones like these where it's like, okay, these, you can't take these seriously. You cannot. Like it's just a show but
that's like
it's also pushed as
they say
real.
it's reality TV. Yeah, they say it's a reality TV show, but it's more like it's almost like Parks and Rec or something, you know, or like the Office.
There's some fine print in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, like, you know, some of these elements, yeah, there's probably something right in there. It's just like the elements of the show are scripted or whatever. And it's like, you mean all of it? But then if you watch it, probably says like, it's just a weird story.
It probably says the elements in this show are loosely based on reality.
Yeah. But it's sold as a reality TV show. And I'm like,
it's based in reality.
What is this for?
Yeah.
I don't know what that genre of TV is. Like, I can't put it. There's probably somewhere, but like I don't know what it's called. But I'm like, it's just like I said, it's like it's cinema verite.
I'm fucking scrolling through these reviews,
Park and Rec or whatever,
and this is like people. This is real. Like this guy, angry? Chris Thompson, 2 weeks ago. Awesome show with an amazing cast of men actually looking for and revealing the truth. And every damn one of these boys have bigger balls than church bells. After 15 minutes into this first episode, I was forced to binge watch until the last frame of the final episode of season 1.
Yes.
Best wishes, Jeff. Hang in there, brother.
What happens to Jeff?
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out.
What happens to Jeff? What happens to Jeff?
That guy was fully torqued.
I love it.
The whole season.
Dude, they're so funny. They're like, everything is like, we're going to do this the cowboy way. Like they get into one point, they're like, okay, the drones and stuff, like it don't work. Like your drone, there's some point they use a drone and then something happens where the drone gets like, can't function anymore. And then they're like, well, that high tech for looting stuff didn't work. We're going to do this the cowboy way, which means walking with sticks, apparently. I don't
and like jump scares all the time. Like it's something in the dark.
Oh! What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? And then they get their guns out, and you're like, "Yeah."
No, it's
like amazing.
I highly recommend. I've watched 2 episodes, and I was like, I think season 1's 8 episodes. It's an easy watch. They're 24 minutes long. They're fucking easy.
I'm definitely I gotta finish the rest because I'm like, I'm sold. Like after the 4th episode cliffhanger, like
you're halfway.
I'd rather get kicked in the nuts repeatedly.
I fucking love this shit, dude. I love this shit.
Well, I can't. How do you have time? I don't understand.
At work. I have time
at work. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I watched it at 2 times speed.
Oh yeah, you could do that too.
Dan, I think you process life at 2 times speed.
I do. Most things I watch at 2 times speed.
Wealth of knowledge that you have, like I don't know how a normal person would be able to have that.
People don't talk fast enough.
It's crazy.
Like,
speed up.
Yeah.
I'm like, put it in an email and then send it to me so I can read it faster and you can actually say it to me. But it is a bizarre. Like I said, I don't know. I love this weird genre of TV and just like this whole thing has become, because it's like, it's not like Skinwalker Ranch where it's like they expect you to really take it seriously. It's driven by data, you know, Skinwalker Ranch. We're driven by the data.
There's people in these reviews that are like, fucking let's go, brother. Like this is it.
Well, it's because those are the people.
Those are
the people that are like, I hate that they aren't finding anything, and they're like, see results when you go out in the American
way.
Results?
You better get Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right, Travis, put them in the White House for fuck's sake.
Yeah. These boys should be running for office. They get shit done.
Hadley piece of shit for president.
It's crazy, man.
I just like that Hadley's just.
Did you guys see that place? So like that was a blissful time. That's like 1996. Wrestling's real. Things are going great. I got some Pokemon cards. Like things are good. Like that's that state of mind,
dude. I bet those guys are having a blast out there. Like they're just like you're riding around.
They're finally getting paid.
Like this amazing.
Right? Guys finally got to get paid. They're happy.
Yeah. Hey, no, Caleb has ridden the rodeo for the last 8 years.
Caleb's also been on like Celebrity fucking Deal or Not and a bunch of other random shit.
Now,
yeah, because he's a rodeo star. Does everything the cowboy way.
I used to love that movie.
Did you guys see it? Speaking of like fucking other celebrity stuff, did you guys see that like weird like porn star messaged us about interviewing
What?
They was like, yeah,
hold on.
No, because I would immediately agree with that.
What's happening here?
Hold on. No, we haven't.
Pull it
up. Hold on. I'll pull it up.
That's the
no.
Hidden. That's
it's
the big
not
time.
a her.
It's a dude.
Yeah.
That's fine too.
He's got stories.
Yeah, I'll be into it.
Sure.
Let's hear it.
So it's from hold on, wrong Instagram.
Where was it? Was it in
Instagram?
Always want to get probed.
So we got a message from Tornado the movie.
Okay.
And this is
I'm
from
in.
NATO?
I'm in.
And this is fucking from Abduction Wine. It says, "Greetings, Alien Rob here. Evan Stone is actually on the ballot for Nevada U.S. Congress election, and I've been making a bunch of his campaign ads for him.
I saw that one.
And if Yaz wanted him to come on an episode, talk politics, porn, and even UFOs, let me know. I think he'd definitely be a fun guest for you guys." So then I was like, what the fuck is Tornado the movie? It's like a fucking porn movie starring this Evan Stone who's like, he's got to be 60.
Who's also running for public office? Like that's what he said.
Yeah,
I want to talk. I want to talk this guy so bad.
Yeah. I am.
I'll be like,
This is the world's most interesting man.
let's do
You probably
it.
said porn. Well, you said Tornado of the movie, and
I
I was like,
too,
just
yeah.
double sold. Now everything else is icing on the cake.
Yeah, we need.
Finally,
Looks like
he has-
this guy.
Finally, we're gonna get into the fucking. We're gonna get the connections.
But is he gonna try? Is he gonna try to upsell us like freaking?
I think they have
Elvis?
their own.
Oh,
I think he's got his own like wine. Looks like.
Get him to
and
send us
be-
a couple bottles and we'll fucking drink it
Yeah.
while we
Well,
do it. We'll
I
rep
would.
it.
I
And it
would
looks like
drink-
he's got the porn stars too.
I don't think we're not sponsored
She-
by Octavia anymore. Are
Can
we?
we
Yeah.
shift into this?
See,
Yeah, this is a
she's
market
trying.
we
She's
need
trying to
tap,
sell
please.
something for him. Alien Rob, and then we got more.
Can
we
she
got
come on too?
this
Well,
is.
like-
It's called Abduction Wine.
there's like
Oh,
for
please.
the
Yes. This is right
Yeah.
up the alley. What the hell?
We're waiting for it.
I said let's do it. But
Yeah,
like this
good.
Tornado the movie, it stars like Evan Stone. I don't actually know if it's
Okay.
is it. I don't know if it's a actual porn movie or not.
Hold
if
on,
it's
let
an
me put
alien
on my
movie.
safe search. I'll look it
Yeah.
up right now.
Let me put into incognito
It's
mode.
starring Katie
We just won that
Morgan,
case, so they can't spy on us
Evan
anymore.
Stone, Autumn South.
Oh, that.
Are these
that's
all
definitely
these are all
porn.
porn names for sure.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's say the teaser, the cast info. Oh, but here, this
Evan
is
Stone
weird.
his real name?
Evan Stone as Austin Merriweather, ex-storm chaser turned adult star.
I love it.
I'm sold. Bo,
So it's like Twister,
Bo Blaze
like with-
as
with
Mr.
porn?
Bunsen,
Like,
Austin's
I'm sold.
ex-high school coach, chemistry
get advanced
teacher,
copies of
and
this
storm
movie?
chaser mentor. Cody Vore as Penny Proton, Mr. Bunson's
we were
intern
made
and
for
lab
this.
assistant.
Can we get guest spots on this movie? Can we get like in the next
we got-
You
Tornado
want to be the
2?
fluffer, Dan?
We got.
Can we get like can we get like on the next
We got,
movie?
These are old
The
porn
sequel.
stars. These are
Yeah.
from the previous era of porn.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
this could be the
We
next Sharknado, and they
we
keep making like
we
6
got
of these.
Autumn
We
South
need to
is
get in.
Venus Vortex, Space Queen from the Andromeda Galaxy, who is the
amazing.
mastermind
Oh my God,
behind the
it's amazing.
Tornado.
Can we get one of
Buddy,
them
this
on?
is like I haven't seen anything like this since
Can
Flesh
you-
Gordon.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember how good
Yeah.
Flesh Gordon was?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, we're in. Tell them if we can get Venus that one or Vortex. That's could be an alien queen. And can she come on as Venus Vortex?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we'll say. We'll be like, hey, listen, we got to have one of the. We'll interview everyone, but they have to be in character.
They also have
Yeah.
Abduction Wine and Paranormal Ale.
Oh, I like it.
Nice.
Oh, can they please send us some?
Yeah, they can come on the show, but they got to
awesome.
send us a case of Paranormal Ale.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down. These people sound
Amazing.
awesome.
And Blu-ray versions of the movie.
Yeah, I want to see every freckle.
Hey,
I want 4K.
the other thing, have you guys seen the fucking? Has it been confirmed yet that the fucking Dubai shit's going on was due to cloud seeding?
No.
Is it not?
Isn't it just like
No.
once they have that storm every once in a while?
It's just that crazy storm.
because I
that
keep
they're like,
reading
might have been
I keep reading
exacerbated by climate
I
change,
keep
but the
reading
climate
that they do
change-
cloud seeding there.
Well, they do.
Yeah,
They do.
Yeah.
and they didn't plan it
But
properly.
that's not how cloud seeding works. No, that's
and
not how it works.
there was a like normally they picked the right clouds and it was a storm coming in and they cloud seeded already heavy storm clouds.
That's not how it works.
No, I don't know.
I actually don't know how cloud seeding works,
I
but
don't
I would
know.
imagine it
I
doesn't
don't even know what that is.
You-
matter
Usually-
like that.
Yeah,
Is
you
that how you
can't
get
like
chubby rain?
overload a
Yeah,
cloud.
yeah,
It's
that
just
is chubby rain.
Yeah,
The cloud
That's how you get rain.
the cloud has
falling
as
up
much
that rain,
moisture as it
skinny rain.
has, right? And then you kind of like add moisture to the
Yeah,
cloud.
well, you've like cloud seeding works by like, you find a cloud that's like kind of close to like whatever, and then you introduce the chemicals or whatever to the whatever. But the clouds only have so much that they can hold, and then
Can't you?
Yeah,
and
so
can't
it's
you
like-
induce the rain with like a laser too? I think you can like excite the cloud with a laser.
I haven't looked at that one. I would assume that just like triggers it. Just precipitating faster, I guess. But it would just be like, what's in that cloud? It's not like you put more stuff in the cloud. It would just be like, it just pops. You're just like, you're just heating it up so it rains.
Well, it's pretty fucking crazy. Vapor. Some of the videos and stuff coming out of there.
I love the videos of them trying to save their luxury cars by having them in rafts, pulling them around.
Oh, there's going to be a bunch of like Lamborghinis with like flood damage on the used car websites.
It's crazy that so many people are so rich there that everyone has nice cars. So now they have like really, really expensive license plates. And the more you pay, like the lower your number is. That's like the next status thing. So if you want the license plate, just number one, it's like millions of dollars a year just for the license plate registered.
There's there's countries. I know in Thailand they have something similar where it's like you can pay extra for like a certain numbers, like lucky numbers license plates or something like that.
Well, we have you can get custom license plates here, but they're not astronomical.
You're not even allowed to get ass man here. What? Fucking bullshit.
Oh,
I meant a real ass man.
Can you put A55 man? No. Like, can you?
What do you mean a real ass man?
A real ass man. We went to, when I was at work, I went to a care home.
Proctologist?
And they have, everybody's got their names up on their little suites. And it was something or other, ass man. Take a picture of it. I'll send it to you if you want.
Assman?
No, ass man.
That's
like his name was actually Ass Man.
Ass Man. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
That's awesome.
That's a great.
That's the greatest.
Fucking that
guy's had a great life.
Yeah.
Ass Man.
Yeah.
Ass Man. I am the ass
man.
Oh,
dude. The best.
Yeah. You maybe could get the Ass Man plate with the last name Ass Man because you'd be like, that's my name.
Yeah. Maybe you should change your name to Ass Man so you can get it. Yeah. I don't want to say their names because they're fucking hilarious, but I'll put it in the group.
Wait, let's see. I gotta see this shit.
Oh, it's coming, buddy. I can't believe I didn't send it to you guys. I sent it to Drew for sure.
The other thing, the only other thing I've been seeing pop off now is Kona Blue nonstop. We talked about that a long time ago. It was like the government program to reverse engineer UFOs. It was like around ATIP time too.
Oh,
that's right. That's right now because Tucker Carlson was on Joe Rogan and he talked about that.
Oh, is that why?
He said something.
Oh, I just saw it was popping off and it's like, I knew Kona Blue was real. Yeah. And I was like, was there disclosure or something fucking anymore?
No, somebody dropped some documents or something that mentioned that project. But then like, if you read the whole thing, it's just kind of like, it's an if we found stuff situation where it's just like, Kona Blue is real, but they're like, this is the designation that we would give a project if we found it.
According to Tucker Carlson, it was a mistake. It was leaked, and that's why.
Oh, I saw. You know what? I thought that was an old interview. I didn't know he went on again because I was seeing the clips of him being like.
I think he was just on last week.
I think that's the first time he's ever been on.
Oh, I thought maybe I was just thinking of another interview with him, but he was talking about all the politicians are scared of the 3-letter agencies, and I was like, I feel like you would be.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, everyone's scared of them. I was like, I'm scared of them. I have nothing to do with them.
I mean, if I was a politician, I would just try and stay on the good side of everybody.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's weird because like Congress confirms the people who run those organizations. Like they pretty much do. They also provide funding.
Oh, there's the Ass Man.
They also approve bills.
Ass Man. What a fucking powerful name. I mean,
what'd you just...
I was talking about KFC Herbs.
That was the whole point.
Oh, I thought he said I could say the name. No? I'll fucking blank it out. 47 minutes.
It's been accidentally leaked.
That's a fucking great name. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that name? There's a powerful name.
It's a great name. I never says anything wrong with it. It's just a break in confidentiality. You can't use that shit.
Just dox that guy.
He lives at... You guys' address too?
Yeah, I do.
What's his wife's names?
I don't think there'd be many ass men and make it that difficult to find this person.
That's so
like it'd take like a 10-minute Google search.
Is ass man a popular last name?
You just go on LinkedIn and type in that name.
Ass man.
I'm sure you could probably find.
I bet there's a lot. I bet there's probably more than you think.
It's probably actually probably.
Oh, yeah. The surname Ass Man has seen a rise in popularity over the years. It was ranked 127th.
So Ass Man be fucking is what you're saying.
It's climbed to the 117,000th. Okay, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
I always see that like headline clip, and it's like meme. It's like man with bizarre name robs like Florida bank, and it's like zip zabba zip
0.05% of people out of a population of 100,000 have the last name Assman.
Okay,
Assman.
That's a great name.
It's an there was no change. It was a
Assman.
Thinking about it.
Thinking about changing.
Yeah, really.
Changing my surname.
Really, no one has the last name Assman.
Then you can put it on your license plate.
Yeah. I might have to go to the fucking IC auto plan place and check. Be like, if I change my name, would it be appropriate then for me to have the license plate Assman? No?
And then they say no.
You definitely got to name your next kid Egbert. Egbert Assman.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fucking name.
Egg ass.
Yeah.
You're the worst nickname ever. What's up, big ass? Oh my God, we got Stanley Cup fucking playoffs going on now. It's hockey time. So Dan, you don't fucking enjoy the Lord sport. Hockey.
Your Capitals got smoked today.
Did they?
Yeah.
Good. Well, with that point diff, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I don't even understand how they got in the playoffs.
Because everyone sucked.
Yeah, the East sucks. We're getting a cup.
No, we need some solid fucking play. We've been slumping for the last, I don't know how many months. It's been fucking greasy. I'm happy Demko's back. Hopefully that sets everything straight, but we have not looked good lately.
Yeah, the Canucks are
limping.
They struggle without Demko. It's no doubt about it.
Limping in. Well, Demko's a top 3 fucking goalie.
That's what I mean. They were 500 when he was injured.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
which is
sick.
not a playoff team.
No.
Hey, you just got to make it, and then anything can happen. You just have get hot at the right time, or you get smoked, and then you're out, and people just make fun of the team for the next 6 months until we start again.
Well, listen, we better beat the pedos. We better.
Yeah.
The what?
The pedos. Peds.
Oh.
Sexual predators. Get rid of them.
That's funny. I've never heard that.
Really?
No. Short for predators. The pedos. That's funny.
Get them out, man.
Yeah,
get them out.
Interesting. It'd be fun. I was like, just for fun, I was like, I wonder how much it would cost to fly to Nashville to see a Nashville playoff game.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah. 3,500 round trip.
Yeah, but that's your life right now. You're fucking vacation brain.
Oh, yeah.
Vacations, houses, doesn't matter what it is. Spare no expense.
Let me tell you something.
Spare no expense.
Just add on some more. Add on some to your mortgage, like take another 20 grand and then just burn it.
I'm thinking about getting one of those reverse mortgages where I can just borrow against it and like rack it up.
Okay.
No, buddy, you got the cheat code, I thought.
Without
recourse.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did you sign when you signed your mortgage contract? Did you say without recourse?
It's funny story. I wrote that on the bottom and they were like, well, I'll just print a new one. I don't know what that means. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, wait, Mr. Renner, do you not want to buy this house? Oh, fuck.
And I'm like, yeah, I want to. They're like, well, just sign your name. You can't add to the contract after it's your turn to sign. I was like, oh.
My surname is without recourse.
Yeah. I was like, I noticed
without recourse,
Assman without recourse.
I was like, funny. I was like,
he's like, damn,
the joke's on them though, because my name was in lowercase and it needs to be all capitals to be me. So really, right? So I got him. So I don't have to pay shit.
Suck it.
I I kind of peeked in to see if that guy's still going strong. Still going strong right now, for now. But I know there's going to be times where I go and check in on that guy.
That's because tax season's just ending. So it's like the IRS is catch up.
Yeah. It'll be a while. But there'll be a time where I go to check in on that site and I'm like, oh, it's gone. I wonder what happened.
Taxes, man. Fucking taxes. I spent all my taxes on the reno and now I have to find that money again.
Oh, yeah. Fucking taxes.
I don't pay any tax all year. I withhold.
Yeah.
So I have all this money sitting in this account. It's like it's a GIC, but it's not like locked in. But you can take it out anytime. And then I burned it all. It's all gone.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Whoopsies.
Money's
That's what
fake.
line of credit's for, right?
Money's fake anyways.
Money's unlimited.
Yeah.
You got unlimited money. You're fine.
Yeah.
Just keep signing out credit cards.
It's fine.
Just keep getting new credit cards.
I have
steal someone's SID number and then I can get a credit card that I don't have to pay for.
Mm-hmm. I have a native friend now, and I was going to buy a washer dryer, and he's like, "Why are you buying a washer dryer at the brick?" He goes, "Order at Home Depot. I'll go buy it for you. No taxes, buddy." I was like,
"Oh yeah,
that's a good connection."
Yeah. Hell yeah. I was like, "What else can we use that for?"
No, I used to work with a guy with his status too, and you want a computer? Just give him cash. He'd buy you a computer. Save you fucking 12%.
Yeah,
amazing.
I was like, "This is fucking great."
Amazing.
What if I identify as Native now? Where does that get me?
Have you done your 23andMe? You probably got some buried in there.
You know, my grandma
got a bit of fucking.
My grandma on my dad's side's from Montreal, so I'm like,
Quebecois,
Métis status.
So maybe Métis.
Louis Rial's fucking great grandson.
My ancestors, eyebrow Royals.
Yeah.
No problem.
I can see it.
At this point in Canadian history, we got a lot of people got the 5% Métis, I think.
Fucking bullshit. I don't have I got none. I got nothing. Not even a fucking 1%.
I haven't done the.
Yeah, your eyebrows give that away though. We all know what yours.
What are you trying to say?
Oh no, you have native status of Lebanon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Native Lebanese.
Yeah.
If you move back to Lebanon, is there any?
No.
There's no perks. Yeah, well, of course.
It's a bad time to move back.
Yeah.
We've got property there.
Yeah, but no, what I meant is if you go back, they're like, "Oh, you're like." Here's a perk for
I'd
being
have to join the military.
Yeah, you get conscripted when you move back.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah, the perks are not that great.
Actually, maybe I'm too old now.
I think after 35.
Perfect.
I think you're good.
Nice.
That's funny.
Just ducked it.
Yeah.
Lebanon as a country looks so beautiful though, like the coast and everything.
Paris of the Middle East, but it's about to get
got between Iran and everybody else.
It's gonna get pissed on. Well, Hezbollah sent some shit from Lebanon, and oh god, it's not gonna be good. There's gonna be another firework factory explosion, I'm sure.
Oh right, that was insane.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was
fertilizer. Wasn't it a fertilizer warehouse?
Yeah,
that was the biggest fertilizer warehouse I've ever seen in my life.
Boys, that's where we had the Holy Grail. That's what happened.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
that makes sense.
Like, is that a legit? Like, how does anywhere store that much fertilizer? It looked like a goddamn tactical nuke went off in your downtown.
It leveled.
It's been like piling up. Like it just and they just kind of.
The story was it was like confiscated off a ship or something. Like it didn't have the right paperwork and it was stuck in this warehouse and it just stuck there forever.
It was stuck in there for a long time.
And then the firework factory was beside it or whatever. And it fucking all went boom.
Because that's where you put a firework.
Yeah, you put it right beside thousands and thousands of pounds of explosive fertilizer.
Oh no,
cow shit.
That was an insane explosion.
Listen, do you really think about of all the countries in the world, especially that area? Do you think that they shoot off fireworks for fun?
No.
Every single one of those people running bomb shelters when they hear fucking fireworks, they're like, "No, this is not fun." We hear bangs, we get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, a firework from a distance could be. You don't know how big that gun is.
Yeah,
it could be fucking anything.
Terrifying.
Imagine that's just a big cover up. Imagine that's a big cover up.
It is a cover up,
right? And that
have you not looked into that at all?
I watched the explosion on my shit.
Everybody thinks it's a giant cover up.
But why were they trying to what's cover up for what?
Good question. I don't know.
What were they trying to blow up in that area?
Or what blew up unexpectedly?
Instead, yeah.
Like maybe that's the thing. Like maybe it was they're like, if let's just say hypothetical, maybe that was a tactical nuke that went off. And they're just like,
no,
I know. I'm just saying. That's why I said hypothetical. And I'm like, then they're like, why did they have that? They don't have that. Why was that there? That was a big ass bomb.
It was a big bomb.
Big explosion. I guess you would tell if it was a nuke or something because you'd be like,
well, I think it was a missile strike, is what
it was. That one off the water. The one off the water where the guy's like on a kayak or something, and it's just like boof, and you just see all the shockwave coming towards him. I was like, holy shit. You got some good camera angles of that explosion. It was pretty wild.
So links between the conflict between Israel and Iran.
Bunch of theories.
Yeah.
Did you guys also see that all the Boeing issues since we talked about Boeing? All the 787s and shit now? Dude.
These have always had problems. Those have always it's just all, like I said, it's all coming to a head now. The chickens are coming home to roost. They McDonnell Douglas fucking fucked over Boeing, and now this is
McDonnell Douglas is
shit.
Boeing. I think is the problem.
Yeah, they did, but when they merged over, and there was Boeing was taking over McDonnell Douglas, and then McDonnell Douglas actually took over fucking Boeing. And then, dude, it's they won't even move I was reading an article. They said they won't even consider moving the headquarters from Chicago back to Seattle. They won't even move the corporates, because after when they took over, the corporate moved over to Chicago or whatever.
Can't be having a bunch of hippies.
They won't even consider moving it back. It's just I don't know. There's just a bunch of shit. You're just the bean counters fucking fucked you guys over.
Yeah, it's
military trying to drive profits. And
I'm not gonna lie. When I went to Mexico, and it was I was oh, please don't be on a 737. Then it was a 787, and then as I'm in Mexico, people are sending me all these fucking 787 issues, and legit. When I was flying the way down, there was a guy. I don't know if he knew about planes, but he was just watching, and he was just looking at the wing nonstop. And then he looked a little worried, and I was wow, what does he see? But I was too scared to ask him, because
there's something
on the wing. Something on the wing. Oh, the wing.
I just didn't want to know. I was I don't want to know. I'd rather just die in a fiery heap than know about.
Just make it quick.
Yeah,
just something quick.
I was I don't want to know
without recourse.
It's okay. I flew on a Max. I flew on the Max jet right after all that when they first went back in the sky.
Hey, how's the Fortress of Solitude? I forgot to ask. How's it been?
Oh man, you run out of lotion yet?
Well, on Thursday, first night.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
I recorded Thursday night, Friday night, and all day yesterday.
Nice.
Because we haven't
drank all the beer already.
Oh, I drank
82 beers.
We drank between the band. We drank 3 cases.
Nice.
324 packs. Pretty good. Did a good number. But we haven't written any songs with the new drummer because we've only been jamming once a week, and that's just enough to practice. So we wrote the songs Thursday, Friday, and then we recorded 3 yesterday.
Nice.
How's the new drummer? Is he awesome?
He's so good.
Oh, sweet.
He's actually the best drummer. He should be a touring session drummer.
But how much cocaine does he do though?
None anymore, as far as I know.
Well, that's no fun.
Now your fucking drummer's got to be the fucking wild card. The Keith Moons, Neil Peart, the fucking Animals.
No, you don't want that.
No.
For every one animal that makes it, there's 10,000 of those guys who just
John Bonham.
He didn't get through. No, he's a great drummer, and he's a super nice guy. Easy to work with. Doesn't fight you on every decision. And all the issues.
I'm just happy to be here
with the other guy. That's his only thing. That's his only hobby is drums. He's got 7 drum kits.
Nice.
40 cymbals. We're recording. What cymbals do you want me to bring? I was your cymbals. He's no.
I don't know.
Which ones do you want?
Cymbals.
Do
There's more than.
Do you have any K crashes, dark crashes? He went, oh yeah, I got a whole set. Bring those then.
All the drummers.
I didn't even know there was other ones.
All the wild cards. Yeah.
Yeah, they all die.
Yeah, all the wild cards. They fucking die.
I don't know why that just dawned on me, but all those guys I named fucking died. And then
yeah, they spontaneously combust.
Def Leppard's drummer lost his arm. Lived, but Lars is still alive.
Didn't stop him.
No, he's still doing it.
He's still wailing those skins.
Is it they call drum skins? Is that?
There was a guy when we went and saw Ryan's band play in Tumbler Ridge. I was with this blonde guy who looked nothing like their drummer.
Oh yeah.
And we got backstage, and this guy goes, "You're the fucking drummer from fucking Lucky Monkey." And my buddy goes, "No, I'm not." And he goes, and they look nothing alike. And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, you are a kid. Don't fucking lie to me." And he goes, "You can fucking wail on those skins, buddy." And Colin's like, "Not the drummer, not a drummer." He goes, "Don't lie to me." And Colin goes, "Okay, yeah, I am." And he goes, "I fucking knew it." And then
we took a picture with him.
We took pictures. It's all of Lucky Monkey and my buddy Colin.
That's hilarious.
Who's not the drummer. It was just, we were fucking standing front row watching.
Yeah, he wouldn't let him have it. He's like,
he's like, finally, he's like, "Yeah, you know what?
No.
I am the drummer."
Yeah,
that's the only way out of this conversation. Good times. Anyway, should we wrap this little power hour up?
Wrap it up.
Powered.
Yeah, well, let's power down the power hour. Yeah, it's going to be a little, like I said, things are a little busy. We're all moving, shaking right now. So things will kind of calm down in the next, month and a bit, and then we'll be a little bit back to normal. But until then, bear with us. And as we always say at the end of these things, keep those eyes